So grip-wise, we said the key thing at the start with that left hand being your left hand dominant is making sure your left wrist, okay, covers the shaft or the whole part of the grip. Okay, you can see there now your left wrist is on top of the grip there. We just go straight from the shaft there through your hands. Your left wrist is on that position. Okay, you can see two to three knuckles of your left hand, and if we look down there now, the sort of V that your thumb and forefinger are making are kind of going more towards your right shoulder. That's in a position now where we can swear the golf club up. We've got a chance. Okay, the problem you had in the past was the club was going too far behind here, we call too flat, and too much sort of forearm rotation. So when that drill was done with the wall behind you, you hit the wall pretty quickly, didn't you? Because the wall was straight into it again. And you knew when the club started going back, it's like that wall's getting quite close, and you stopped, okay? So you can practice that wall drill there, getting that club hinging up again. That's one way of doing it. The other way is by setting up, obviously, with a golf club. Now, ideally looking for sort of 90 degrees. At the moment, you're 60 degrees from sort of where you would be, okay? But that angle there's not too bad, okay? If we can get an increased angle, it would be better. But at the moment, we see the shot from here now. Because you've hinged your wrist up, there's going to be no need or feeling to then sort of whip the club behind you. You're just going to swing your arms back, and the club is automatically now in front of you, as you can see here now. Hasn't gone too far behind here, and halfway back now. That club, as we said, pointing more towards the golf ball. The increased wrist hinge at that address position would get that club pointing down more. Okay. Top of the backswing, good position. And now, because you've hinged the wrist up, your grip is correct as you come back to the golf ball. That club face now is square. That ball is flying, as we can see, straight towards the screen, and that ball is going dead straight. And that ball there in the air was flying pretty much straight down the 100 yard signs, I think 80 or 90 yards with no effort. So it's getting that club in a position to start with where it can come back straight, and then hinging those wrists. I'd say practice, again, as daft as it may sound, if you do it a couple of times a day at home, just make some swings with the wall behind you, probably to about sort of halfway to about there, okay? So we can miss the wall. Okay, that would be sort of the growth, because you can see they're just catching the wall slightly. There are going to be some sort of parameters where you can just about get into the wall and hit the ball straight, as we can still see. But obviously before, you'd have been in the wall somewhere down here. It would have been just straight away, okay?
So even though I feel like, it's going
too high,
just stay
exactly.
with it.
Exactly. Your swing needs to get a little bit more up and in front and down rather than too far around and flat, because as your club goes back and it does this, when it comes back to the golf ball, it doesn't get time to...
There,
exactly. You're setting the golf club up now straight to target, okay? And as the club then goes back, the rotation of the club causes the club to point in this direction. You add that to arm and body swing, and the club then goes back, but it still comes back pointing way right. And as much as you then try and hit it left, the further left you try and swing it, the more right it spins off to there, because the dispersion between the club face aiming and the direction the club's going creates that spin. Does that make sense? Blown your mind a little bit there, yeah?
That really freaked me out, because it's just...
I think when that sort of lifting the club straight up drill is quite a good one of all different standards, to be fair, because it's almost a bit of a, how do I do that? Okay, because you think I'm going to miss the ball, and in reality...
There's no way I'm going to hit this ball.
And I think because you're thinking, I'm going to miss it, you're not worrying about the club trying to bring the club. You just think, okay, we'll hit it. You're not going, I've got to bring the club back and then do all these little things. He just gets the club in a good position with that left wrist, hinge him up, right, hit it, boom. Okay, rather than trying to come back. And your swing looked a lot more, if we look at this in sort of full speed, okay, that should be there. This will probably move at the same time, doesn't matter. Look at full speed. There we go. It just looks a bit more fluid rather than sort of, some of your swings you make, and when you think, you're slower. Okay, so hinge up, hit the golf ball. Easy peasy. Okay, mate?